What's going on, sports fans? It is a great day to be an Auburn Tiger. The men's basketball team are the current SEC tournament champions. And how excited is the Auburn fan base to welcome back spring football after that exciting game against Purdue, where Gus Malzahn is back calling the plays for the Auburn Tigers. Gives a lot of casual optimism going into the 2019 season. Once again, it's K-Stu the GOAT for Vernon Speak Sports. Mostly talking about Auburn football and the rest of the SEC. I want to give a shout out to my fearless and true gang, War Eagle. So the Auburn Tigers, the men's basketball team, will participate in the NCAA tournament as a fifth seed. Will be taking on the New Mexico Aggies, Mexico State Aggies, who is the number 12 seed. And really, if you think about that 12 seed, that's really a distortion, because I think these guys are a little bit better than a 12 seed. They probably could have been more of a 10 or a 9 because they lost some 3-point games in some very high consequence teams like Washington and Kansas. So that might be a little distorted. But now, the spring football for the Auburn Tigers is definitely underway. Gus Malzahn and his troops are definitely excited to get this thing going. Some big news coming out of the Plains. Of course, you got, Andrew Schwartz won't be participating and Sean Shivers won't be participating in spring practice because they are committed to track. Most people know that Auburn has more than one sport. We have more than football. We got a lot of stuff going on the Plains, all right? Also, a couple other guys to mention. Smoke Monday will also not be practicing because he is nursing a shoulder injury. But the thing about that is, Smoke Monday will still be able to take advantage of Wesley McGriff's coaching. He still will be there to see techniques. Just because your shoulder's hurting, you still can go through the motions of those techniques. So I think he can still benefit from spring football practice. Now on to the news. The quarterback battle is at hand for the Auburn Tigers. It's going to be very important for Auburn to figure out who is going to be the next quarterback on the Plains. Now, I'll say this. You got 4 viable quarterbacks that can run variations of the Gus Malzahn offense. The question is, who will be able to take command? Who will be able to accentuate the talent of the guys around him? Who can protect the football? Whether y'all like it or not, Auburn plays Oregon the first game. Thank goodness for both teams that this is a neutral site ball game. So, with all of that in mind, we have to make sure that when this quarterback position is chosen, that it is someone who can protect the football, someone who has influence over the rest of the team, and someone who has the ball skills. Now, looking at all of this, I told you guys before in a video that I did a while ago that I really like the potential of Bo Nix. I know he's a true freshman. I know we have some guys that are very capable already there. But when I look at his mechanics, even in the first day of spring practice, he does a lot of the things that we need. I look at that quick release. When I see a quick release, I see a guy that can throw a screen pass really quickly. I look at his footwork. He's very good in the pocket. He makes very good decisions. He showed that in his high school highlights and his high school performances. This is not to take away from any of the guys that are already there. But Bo Nix has really been impressive throughout his recruitment and even translating that over to the Plains. Why is Bo Nix so impressive? Well, one, he's a quarterback's son. He's really big on mechanics. He wants to prove that he belongs in this situation. He wants to carry on the legacy of his father, Bo Nix, who was an incredible quarterback for the Auburn Tigers. So he has a lot more of the intangibles. He's directly tied to the program, if nothing else, by bloodline. So he has a vested interest in wanting to be successful as an Auburn Tiger. It's going to be up to Kenny Dillingham and Gus Malzahn to accentuate all of the quarterback's potential. And they make an educated decision as the spring football practice goes along. And by Oregon, even if the quarterback position is not ultimately decided in that Oregon game, you have a quarterback situation that gives Auburn the best chance to have success in that Advocare Classic, because that game is going to be very important. Now, if Auburn loses the football game, it wouldn't, particularly be the end of the world, but it just puts a lot more pressure on them considering the rigors of the SEC. I want to welcome all of the Auburn fans, my fearless and true gang, to spring football practice. It got here real quick, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It's Vernon Speaks Sports. Sometimes it might even pop up in the search as Vernon Speaks Auburn, which is even better. Like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, it's K-Stu the GOAT for Vernon Speaks Sports. Mostly talking about Auburn and the rest of the SEC. Want to give a shout out to my fearless and true gang. Thank God it's spring, baby. War Eagle.